And for that girl backstage, make it publicly clear, never mind who you thought I was, I'm Rick James, bitch.
Check the mic and make sure it sounds right.
Team exclusive investigation involving a real estate deal and one of the most recognizable voices in radio. Investors in a real estate venture say they were swindled out of millions of dollars. And they argue syndicated radio rapper Rashawn Casey, better known as DJ Envy from the show The Breakfast Club, promoted these deals. Investigative reporter Sarah Wallace talked to the alleged victims and has the response to those mounting accusations you're about to hear for the first time.
You have a criminal record, but your criminal record actually got you into this business.
I'm more street educated than anything else. When all my friends went to college and stuff like that, chose the streets. Everybody's telling me, oh, you gotta change your life, can't do this, you're gonna end up in jail. So I ended up in jail. I was never thinking about public speaking or anything like that. And I met Envy, he inspired me, and he said I had a great story and I can inspire other people.
But celebrities, athletes, executives.
That's DJ Envy on his syndicated iHeart radio show, The Breakfast Club. He's often promoted the real estate venture of his pal, Cesar Pina.
You might know him on Instagram as Flippin' NJ.
But it's more than just a passing endorsement.
You could partner with us on some deals, make some money with us.
Envy and Cesar have teamed up for seminars, including one at the Jacob Javits Convention Center, pitching opportunities to flip properties, often in distressed areas of New Jersey.
We invested $200,000 and looks like we're never going to get it back.
Started with no money, and here I am, $50 million later in real estate.
How much?
$50 million.
Jose Santiago and his wife Jessica Ortiz say they believed investing in this neighborhood of Patterson would be their ticket to the American dream.
That's the reason why I got into real estate, so we can actually start flipping properties, buying properties, so we can have something for our kids in the future.
The couple says they connected with entrepreneur Cesar after seeing him on social media with DJ Envy.
He's advertising this all over the radio and on television. I've seen shows of him all over the place, so I thought this was legit.
Student coming out and saying some stuff. I got scammed from an investment that I made from one of your favorite, not you specifically, but just I got scammed from an investment that I made, six-figure investment that I still don't have my money back. You 6 figures.
Like 100,000 and 200,000.
Closer to 2.
Damn. Is he black, white, or Hispanic?
We'll leave that for.
No.
What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy. Flippin' NJ. What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
Flippin' NJ.
Hey. What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
Flippin' NJ.
The pitch to invest in rundown properties that would be renovated and flipped for more money. The promise to return up to 30%. In some cases, Cesar didn't even own the properties. This couple took out $200,000 in equity from their Florida home, promised that 30% return within 4 months. Then they say nothing.
I'm paying the interest right now every month, and I have nothing.
Well, at this point, we just want our money back.
He's responsible, man. He needs to own up. He's the public face of this. He's responsible. If he knew about this, which I think it's impossible for him not to have known about this, then he's 100% responsible as well. And for him to act like he should, his name shouldn't be mentioned around this. His name was mentioned when him and Cesar were always together, or when he hosted him on the Breakfast Club in New York. Like, it's a nationally syndicated radio show. People are hearing this. How are they not gonna feel?
What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
Flippin' NJ.
What up? It's DJ Envy. Flipping that J.
Like, oh yeah, you just, and then the one that you posted where he's talking about, oh, why do people feel like things like this are a scam? Meanwhile, they're scamming. Come on, man. It's so unbelievably blatant, and for people to attack you on it, maybe they don't like your method. Why? Just because you're shouting it out and talking facts and truth?
Why do a lot of people think real estate is a scam? I reached out to a bunch of people about doing a big project. I reached out to Fab, he was in. I reached out to Clue, he was in. Yee was in. I reached out to Joe Button. Joe Button was like, no, you could get locked up for it. It's a scam. And then he hung up on me.
Sometimes it is, maybe.
Joe may not have the money.
Oh.
You know, we had the Jacob Javits Center setting everything up. Last time we had 4,000 in here. So if you want to learn about real estate, the first thing I realized, and what I used to do, was I used to use my own money. When I met Cesar, I realized Cesar will not use his own money. He's probably one of the cheapest people I know.
Nigel Chamblin says he was conned by Cesar into investing $235,000 in that same Patterson property, along with two others, $300,000 each for homes in Hawthorne and in Maplewood.
$835,000 in total on all three houses. There were other people investing in the exact same properties. It was a scam. It was a lie.
And, you know, there's also a lot of seminars out there that are trash and that people are playing off your hope. So
these events, which starts becoming a marketing funnel, right? People start now coming into mentorships. They come to these events to be able to get game. But then most of these events, there's that same thing that you talked about that you don't like, the upsell. See, because I pay attention, right? You had a major problem with people who had live events and then they didn't teach much information, and then they do these upsells for higher mentorships, et cetera, investment opportunities. Well, it seems as if that's what's now happened with you and Cesar.
Augie Rios owns a custom auto wrap shop in Lodi, who says he worked on Envy's cars for years and believed his pitch. He did get back a return on an initial investment with Cesar, but maintains a second investment on this Patterson property went south.
If it wasn't for DJ Envy, I would have never invested into Cesar. I lost a total of $64,000.
After receiving two bounced checks, Rios says he got a visit from Cesar carrying this box of jewelry.
He said, take this jewelry until I can pay you back.
How much did he say this was worth?
15, 20 grand.
And we only expected like 50 people at the seminar that we did. The first one we did, it was like 1,500 people. The second one was like 2,000, then 5,000, then 10,000.
Then there's record producer Anthony Martini, who invested in what he thought was a promising apartment project in Patterson.
I lost $1 million.
And you went in because of DJ Envy.
Yeah, I did. I mean, you know, I'd known Envy for years.
Martini's attorney has filed a lawsuit.
It's some sort of Ponzi-like scheme where he's taking money from one investor to pay off other investors. You're looking at over $40 million invested with the Pinas in their companies.
Breaking news here on Tony the Closer's Live.
The complaint floodgates opened up when alleged victims started appearing on the social media platform of influencer Tony the Closer, a self-proclaimed real estate scam watchdog.
I decided to make it where everybody would know the disgusting behavior that they're practicing.
Dozens of lawsuits have now been filed against Cesar and his wife. Several also name Envy, who has sued Tony the Closer for defamation after also going on with him live.
And there's nobody in here that could ever say Envy, they gave Envy $1.
But that's what it is. But you know, we started the seminars because there were so many people that called that reached out and said they've been paying like $2,000-3,000 for seminars, $5,000 seminars, and then when they get to the seminar, they don't learn anything. Right. They don't learn anything, and then to talk to people, they got to pay more money, and we tried to stop that. That's why I'm so big on making sure that the people that we use, when people call them, they're not charging for that. You know, we really want to help the community, and that's why we do so much. So that's the reason why I want him to talk. I'm like, yo, I got to get you on stage because we can help a lot of people. And we've helped so many people, not just regular people, but celebrities, athletes, executives. And when we do and we get them money, we got a bunch of people, millions of dollars. How much did you charge them, Cesar?
Nothing.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Right, and
Something's not adding up then.
You know, and they were talking about these incredible deals, and Cesar talked about, you know, the first time he connected with Envy and drove him around Patterson, all that. I went to the event. I signed up as a VIP member of Flip the Dow. I think it's sad that people are laughing about this because it's been a really huge thing for people, and it's definitely destroying lives. I'm never gonna. I have no reason to lie about any of this. What I was doing. Cesar hit me with what seemed to be a great deal, verified it, personal guarantee, all of the above, went to the properties, went into Patterson, he drove me around, did the deal back in January. The maturation date of the deal was supposed to be June 4th. Excuse after excuse. First, it's like everything's going fine, then all of a sudden it's excuse after excuse after excuse. Then it's a lack of returning phone calls, a lack of returning text messages, a complete like ghosting. Got my lawyer involved, send them a letter of delinquency. They invite me to come to their home. I come to their home with my wife. We sit down at a table. His wife is crying about it. They're profusely apologizing. Cesar saying he's embarrassed about this and that.
Envy, whose real name is Rashawn Casey, declined to talk to the I-Team, referring us to a powerful Manhattan real estate attorney. He says the radio personality lost $500,000 to the Pinas in an investment deal to transform this vacant school building in Patterson into rental units.
He is a victim, just like the other alleged victims are in connection with the scam.
Why, if he's a victim, hasn't he filed a lawsuit against the Pinas?
He has a legal right to file whenever he deems fit.
Currently own and manage and also have projects that we're building now from the ground up of 3,000 units. The funny thing is that when I was in jail, I actually met a guy who was a real estate developer already, and he actually kind of became my mentor. He inspired me to get into real estate once I came home.
Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for watching. Make sure you bang that subscribe button. This is One Buck Podcast. You heard?
If you mad about me doing something, or are you mad because I'm doing something? Is a difference. Are you mad because of me doing something to you? Are you mad at?
I said, bro, I don't want to feel like, first of all, I ain't got nothing against Lil Turk.
He is now contending with cases that are being filed every day improperly against him.
Why not come out on his radio show and warn other alleged victims if he feels that he was?
This is it's an ongoing, they're ongoing litigations. And there's no room for them on, any sort of radio show.
A lot of people say they bought in because of Envy's reputation. Does he not have some responsibility?
Absolutely not. The only reason why Envy is sued is to sensationalize the case.
The attorney is seeking dismissals of all the lawsuits. As for the Pinas, we caught up with Cesar's wife, Jennifer, in Bergen County.
Do you have anything to say to the alleged victims?
I say, just hold tight and we're going to come through.
Where's the money?
That's a Cesar answer for you. I can't give you that answer. He wants to be here with you. He wants to do the sit down. He wants to have this interview. He wants to clear the air. He wants to explain his side, and he wants people to understand what's going on. But, he's been advised to not talk.
There may be some hope for investors. A judge has appointed a bankruptcy court trustee to oversee some of the Pina's properties. Any available assets could eventually be sold off to pay alleged victims. From Patterson, Sarah Wallace, News 4 New York.
Currently own and manage and also have projects that we're building now from the ground up of 3,000 units. The funny thing is that when I was in jail, I actually met a guy who was a real estate developer already, and he actually kind of became my mentor. He inspired me to get into real estate once I came home.